1, 2. 1, 2. Hopefully that's better. I looked at it, I was like, that's low. Hopefully I'm not drowning you out now and you caught what I was saying to start with. Yes, to power up. Mondays with the BBC. Cycling for fun. Aero. Ah, flipper. No points for me on this first one. Welcome, Samuel. I hope you've had a great weekend. I was saying at the start, this is Stage 5. Hear me nice and clear. I'm shouting too loud. Stage 5, Tour de Zwift 2025. This is the Libby Hill After Party. 33 kilometers. Only a little bit of climbing throughout the total distance. Around about 160 meters of elevation. Today we'll be here for over an hour. Might just crest over an hour, but I think just under. Plenty of ride-ons to be given. Power-ups to be getting. And of course, chats. Anything cycling, fitness, bikes, turbo trainers, the Zwift screen. As I head on my legs with a bit of Zone 2 and Zone 3. Shake off the weekend. Get ready for the week ahead. Cycling with the BBC. And this is probably the chillest of all the tracks on today's playlist. Because they're a little bit more lively. But for the warm-up, we'll have a nice zen-filled warm-up. My fans haven't kicked in yet. Okay, Google. Turn on gym fan. Already getting hot. Oh, yes. It's like being outside. Let's go. As the fans blow. Come and take a hold of the cycling flow. Cyclists lined up. Toe to toe. Wheel to wheel. We've got all your cycling woes to heal. Doesn't matter whether your bike is carbon, aluminium or steel. We will attack that hill. We got watts to kill. Oh, yes. The legs are feeling really good actually, but we're only 31 kilometers left to go. Oh, I like those wheels that dude's got, those disc wheels. A little bit of elevation here, 2%. Nothing much. Currently there are 1,358 cyclists in this particular stage on this particular day. I reckon by the time we finish, there might be close to 1,500. And yes, I'm rank or position 981, but positions don't matter. This is a steady group ride. Chill with the still. So I think this is a New York route actually. I think we might be riding in New York. I also adjusted my camera, so hopefully the face cam should be in a lot better quality than it was for the previous streams. Although I've got a little bit of shadow. Might need to tweak some lighting. Feels good, feels good. So on today's topic, I want to talk about my weekend, my gym weekend, how I embrace positivity, not just on the bike, but also in the gym, socialising, making new members welcome. Hey, I also stopped a little bit of an argument, dispute going on on one of the machines. More about that in a bit. I'm also going to talk about one of my favourite bikes, one of my outdoor bikes. I'll be getting ready for some outdoor rides now that February's here. I mean, we've still got some potential frost, but any opportunity of taking the bike outside, I'll let you know what my first choice bike is for that. And other than that, it's any questions really. So some of the Zwift setup, the Zwift screen, and what you need to get started in Zwift. So let's go, let's talk about it. Right. So this is the online cycling app, or the cycling game that they call Zwift. All you need to ride is a bike and some form of turbo trainer. Now there's different types you can get. Direct drive or wheel on. Wheel on is a cheaper option. Direct drive is going to give you more functionality and a more realistic feel, because it would adjust the resistance of the bike according to the terrain that you're into. It's like a smart turbo trainer. Once you've got that, you just need something to load the Zwift game on, which is what you can see in front of you. iPad, phone, laptop, any works. Minimum specs are on the Zwift website, but connect the app, connect your bike. If you've got a heart rate monitor, then that's even better for your training. Parameter will give you more accurate measurements. Then just select a world and just go. So the perfect thing about what we're riding now in this group ride series is you get a chance to ride with, well, in this case, 1,380 other cyclists around the world, with most likely a similar setup to what I've got here in their room or garage. So when the weather's bad, or when it's too hot to ride outside, you can just ride inside. And there's watch your watts. So the screen above shows you all the information you'd need to know. If you was in a gym or on an exercise bike at home, you'd see the speed you was travelling, the distance. You might have your heart rate. All of that is displayed just above in the centre of the screen. So we're going to guess the power up. I reckon draft. That's an aero. So I hope you guess right. Anyway, so back to the Zwift screen. To the left, you can see the metrics that I'm putting out as I pedal on my bike. There's my power, 154 watts. RPMs, my legs going round on the pedals. Heart rate. And I've got a couple of other data fields below. I'm currently recording my average power. And you can also see my current watts per kilogram. The watts per kilogram is where they kind of like rate the effort that you're putting out, which is obviously relative to your weight, but it gives you an idea of the pace that either the person in front, behind, or the group is riding at. So I'm 1.6 watt per kilogram average right now. And we're riding the line just like we were in an actual peloton. Group rides mean you shade from some of that headwind when you're cycling, so everyone gets a benefit. It's just a more efficient way to ride. If you're racing or you're going like a long distance, absolutely try to stay within a group of riders just off the back wheel, so you don't have to work as hard as you would do if you was just getting all of that headwind hitting you in front. For the pace I'm going, just nicely zone 2. You should see my graph below. This colour graph here should stay mostly blue with some green. That's my zone 2, so it's like a nice leisurely ride. Although if this was a race or an actual group ride with friends, you'd kind of want to be keeping up and maintaining the pace. But I'm looking to really keep my heart rate below 160 on today's ride. And just enjoy it. I'm here for 33 kilometres and there's 27 kilometres left to go. Absolutely not a race today. So over on the right side of the screen, just by me here, to the side here, you can see there's my marker. That's showing where I am. The rider in front will be just above and below, and you can also see some information about the riders, so the distance they've travelled, their current watts per kilogram, and how many seconds they are in front or behind. So very useful if you are looking to bridge a gap or even maintain a gap from a group behind you. As I say, this route mostly flat. Somehow my fans don't seem to be working, but the good thing about having my fans on smart plugs, you forget to turn them on, you can just go, okay Google, turn on big fan. Boom. Whew. Now I've got a headwind fan. I've got all the tech, man. Yo, not everything I own is voice activated. Some Redman style tech. I'm riding on my own here. I might push a little bit, jump onto that group in front, might use the aero to help me get there. So as you try to catch the group in front, as you get nearer, kind of ease off the power a bit, so you don't just go flying past them like what I'm doing now. The idea is to try and slot in just behind. That's just a demo though, to show you how to get back onto the back of the pack when you get dropped. And you'll get a countdown as you get closer, counting down the distance, 2 meters, 1 meter, you're good. You're back in the draft position and you're not burning as much watts. No, don't burn any more watts than you need to. So it's just like a steady gradient going up here, 1%, nothing too taxing. Heart rate has increased a little bit because of that little sprint to catch up to the group. But 155 is pretty decent for what I'm aiming for today's ride. So I'll talk about one of my favourite bikes. Should we do it? So one of my favourite outdoor bikes is my Ribble Endurance. It's a race spec bike. I did a review, you can see it as the home video on my main YouTube page, channel. And it's fast, it's full carbon race wheels, Shimano 105. Only thing I didn't do on it was I didn't upgrade to the integrated carbon aero headset and handlebars, but I did get the Ribble CGR, which is like a cyclocross. So I've got the extra Griffo tyres, so they're a bit wider, more knobblier for doing some wet riding in the sort of like autumn, winter, spring kind of off-road gravel bike, but with road bike features. And I did actually go for the upgrade of the integrated headset on that one, and that's what I'll be taking out when I get a couple of warmish but clear days during February. It's likely to be my first ride outside of 2025. I'll strap on the 360 camera, hit some outside footage, and I'm thinking I'll probably, I've got a mini hill not too far from mine, which is great for hill repeats. So up and down the hill, do it in around about just over 2 minutes each climb, although I'm pretty certain the first climb will be the fastest time. But I'll probably do 5 hill repeats, moving up to 10 as the weather gets better, because it's the hills that really give you the best gains and really improve your strength, conditioning. Where you have to work the hardest. And that's also where you gain the most time in a real life race. So I'll be out on that. I'll have my winter cycling gear out, so long sleeve arms and long legs. Probably some extra thermals underneath as well. And my party porridge before we get going, which tends to be my daily breakfast. I don't want to eat 2 meals a day. First meal really being around about what traditionally you call lunchtime. Around about noon, I'll have a bowl of porridge oats, some milk, full fat milk, some golden syrup. I pause to say, guess the power up. Feather. Draft, I'm going to say draft. So I'm 3 for 0. I might need that draft actually when we come to a little bit of the elevation. Yeah, so I have my breakfast, which is what's going to be fueling me right now. So some slow release oats. Got my energy coming from the golden syrup. I also throw in some raisins, some almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Yeah, that keeps me going. And then after I finish this ride, I'll jump in the bath, soak for about an hour. Then I'll have my evening meal. Doesn't necessarily always contain meat, but it's always going to be a decent amount of natural protein. I don't do powders, or I avoid anything that's unnatural, synthetic. So whether I'm eating, I don't know, I might have a 3-egg omelette, yeah, I might have that actually. Timmy Tim, might as well close that gap and get them in the group. Yeah, kind of anyhow actually. I just got dropped from one group. So that's usually what fuels me through my day. I'll have my evening meal, around about 800 to 1,000 calories. The first meal is usually between 500 and 700. Try to keep snacking down to a minimum through the day. But if I want something, I have it, because I know I'm not indulging in high calorie foods with little benefit. I might have the occasional biscuit. Munch on some fruit. But on a daily basis, I always have some fruit, some fresh fruit. Fresh veg of different colours and variety. Balanced diet. So if I do occasionally have something, you know, bad, if there's such a thing, I know that I've earned it and it's not making up the majority of my diet. Healthy life, healthy diet, healthy mind, healthy all over. Welcome, Tim. I don't think so. Is the hill just the last bit of this section? Like, is that going to be the 100 kilometres? I mean, the 100 metres of elevation from this ride? I was planning to just keep it zone 2. Got got a nice little group here. We're going at a decent pace. The heart rate has dropped below 150, so that's all good. So I might be going a little bit extra effort then on the hill. I can be covering the back, can't I? This feels good though. It's a nice pace, a nice cadence for the legs to go around. Travelling at a decent pace, 40 kilometres. It's a bit like the breakfast with the mink we used to do on Sundays, Tim. Although a bit easier. I was probably 95 to 100 RPMs on that one, just trying to keep up. Does this mean I'm getting fitter? Little bit of change in elevation here. 4%, 2%. So we've done 12 kilometres. We've done really well, people. 12 kilometres down already. Only feels like 5. 21 kilometres left. But if you do decide you're racing tonight, Tim, let me know, send me a message and I will definitely tune in. Have you still got that grueling workout to do tomorrow? I'm gonna press this power up. I might have to use it. Okay. Oh, was that just on the spur of the moment? I love those cheeky ones, cheeky half marathon just thrown in. Before lunch or after lunch? Hopefully before lunch. Give you something to like aim towards. For the people that are choosing to race this particular route, they will be able to get some serious speeds. It's mostly flat, so whoever is racing at the front of this will be flat out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
That's right, Tim. Just like I want to get another power up on the return trip down this straight. Am I right, Tim, by saying that it's proper fast? They look like they could be the lead group doing like a second lap or something. With the speed they're going and my numbers haven't gone down. Yeah. Those guys have already lapped us. They're on a different route.
It sound right, boys.
Yeah, Libby Hill After party. Party after the climb. Right on. Five laps at the flat, then finish on a... Oh, is that what it is? Is that what we're doing? Or is that when you race it. Yeah, so not a big enough climb within the route to get separation just on the hill. You've got to do it with raw watts and effort on the flats. Okay, so we're coming up to the fourth. Gets the power up. I'm currently 0 for 3. I reckon. You know what? I'm gonna go draft. Give me a draft because I want a draft. Yes, I got it. Yes. 1 for 4.
It sound right, boy.
Every time we come up this bit here, it reminds me of the Champs-Élysées route. That climb. The course of racing is great. It's all fast, flats, trying to beat people out, but trying to save enough to give it monster efforts up the hill. I think I've done a race on this route. I think most of the races I've done there have been like downtown Dolphin, Crit City, Richmond, France. I hate that France one. Oh, it's the wobblies towards the end. Oh, they just really drain your legs when you've like been pushing all the way through. About 20 minutes a lap or something like that as well. Oh, yeah. So my legs can already my legs are having flashbacks. Is that even possible? Talk about a particular hard race, ride or route, and your legs are going, oh no. So I managed to pick up a couple of additional parts for my upcoming PC build. So I've just purchased my primary SSD and my secondary, so I've gone for as high spec can on the Gen 4 rather than Gen 5, which is a 1 terabyte Samsung 990 Pro for the main operating system and programs, and then I've gone for a 2 terabyte Kingston W3000 for my like cache drive and like my main sort of like file storage. Both have got DRAM cache. Now all I need is my graphics card, processor and RAM. I kind of know what I want now. I want the latest Ryzen 9, which is due to come out. The RX 7900 XTX graphics card, hopefully in white, overclocked, 24 gig, and Corsair Dominator titanium DDR5 RAM, 64 meg gig, 64 gig, you know what I mean. 64, passed again by the group in front. They are flying. I was once racing the volcano after party, and that was rough, but that climb up the volcano, still have nightmares about it. So what do you do, routes around the volcano first? They're about 7 minutes, aren't they? And then up the volcano climb, that's about 10 minutes for me, 10 and a half minutes, maybe 9 and a half. 9 in the race with all the drafting and obviously working harder. Thanks Tim, thanks for joining. As always, thanks for the questions in chat. Thank you to anyone else who's joined. BBC Cycling through February, keeping it nice and chill. Talking cycling, happiness, fitness, and obviously I do all the work. You can just watch, engage, keep me motivated, ask questions, and I'll answer them as I cycle. I don't mind that I'm losing oxygen. The gains will still be made. You guys just make it a lot easier. I mean, look at this. We have passed the halfway stage, and you wouldn't even think it, would you? 31 minutes down, 17 kilometers gone, 16 kilometers to go. Libby Hill After party. There's a climb at the end. Gradual, incremental increases each lap to eventually reach the climb. At that point, I probably will do a little bit more effort, especially if you encourage it and ask for it. Or I could just chill at zone 2. Oh, I love this tune. It's my happy tune. Play this when I'm saying hi to dogs in the bike lane. Thank you, Tim, for joining. If he's riding tonight, I will actually jump on, give him some support, because that's what we do in the Twitch Degens, the Zwift online community. Support your fellow cyclists, encourage the gains, cheer on, give that encouragement when they're doing an FTP test. And we all win. We all win. Winning. Winning and grinning. I'm going to mess with some views. Let's just press this draft, get rid of it. You can change the views easily by just pressing the number buttons on your keyboard if that's in reach. Or if you have the companion app, just press the eye icon on the app and you can change the different routes. This is like angled rear facing, side view. Chase gives you like the route, the view from the rider behind you. Check out my lovely ass, illuminated by my bright neon wheels. Rear facing, see what's behind you. Good if you're leading or you're in an actual TT, you can make sure that your other riders are still with you. From the sideline, it's like you're watching yourself on like a TV sports show. And they're off. Reading through the New York cities, it's the cyclist from Zwift. Zwift Racing, it's being supported by Ken Dizzle, the Black British cyclist. He's currently in rank 1174. There are a total of 1,428 riders. Does that even sound like a race commentary? Anyway, and you also get the helicopter view. So an aerial view, like the very first version of Grand Theft Auto. If you're as old as me and you remember those sorts of games, or Paperboy. And then back to third person view. The traditional view is here. Let's have a little bit of angled rear from the side. Let's check out some of the Zwift architecture. Now these houses look pretty good. I mean, look at the detail. I am streaming in 4K, so that gives you a chance to take in as much high quality as possible. The textures, colours, you can see the shadows, individual bricks on the houses, the leaves on the tree. I can even get my my avatar to do certain things, like I'll stick my elbow out. I can wave. Hey there. Say ride on. Hammer time. Ring the bell. I'm toast. Nice. So this is the traditional view. Okay, press the power up. Aero. Oh, right. Nearly missed that one. So the only downside of not having the front on view, you can't see when the power up's coming. This is lovely and nice. This is 13.5 kilometres. Coming up to the 20 kilometre mile. Temperature in the wattage cottage is 24 degrees. Both my fans are on. I'm nice and cool. Everyone's watching. Let's go. Oh yes. Euphoria. Oh, see, definitely, without a doubt, you need to pick an uplifting soundtrack. You don't want it to be all bang, bang, bang. EDM, high tempo, all the way through. Build a few peaks and troughs. So when these sorts of tunes land, you're like, yes, adrenaline, this is the buzz, this is it. You don't need illegal drugs. I'm buzzing right now, just off adrenaline. Probably some of the sugar that's in this water as well. This is all me. All generated with my own sweat. And to top it off, I'm getting fitter, stronger, healthier at the same time. What more could you ask for? Yes. Oh. Definitely got that adrenaline buzz. Yes. Come on. Stay with this group, skip some ride-ons. Still got my draft power up. The power up just make the game a little bit more interesting. Also gives you a bit of a breather. When your legs are feeling a little bit heavy, press the power up, use it strategically. If you're racing, it can be the difference between losing and winning a certain position. On a group ride, just use them to make your race a little bit easier, your ride a little bit easier. It is hot. $12K left. Feel like I'm in a rave, it's a Cyclist Rave. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish. Little fish. Cardboard box. So you can't do this outside on the bike, well you can, but you probably fall off. Probably get some funny looks from people walking by or in their cars. Don't worry, mate. I'm just enjoying the vibe. I better take a bit of a pull. Do a fair share with this group. Oh, coffee break. So we do this thing when you're riding in a group. We'll take turns in sharing the load up front. Obviously you get all the headwinds so the people behind get some shelter. I've been drafting for a while, so I'm doing my fair share of the pull. I'll pull for about a minute and then just drop behind. There we go, someone else is now taking over. I can ease off the pace a little bit. You should see my heart rate slowly drop. I think I will fire off my draft, power up, get some benefit before I pick up a new one. We're just doing laps of this particular route, relatively flat. We're only gaining about 15 or so meters of elevation each time we go around, maybe 20 at most. Thank you for joining. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, I'm Ken Dizzle, the Black Cyclist. I ride my bike in my house mostly, sometimes outside. When I'm indoors, I stream it on YouTube or over on Twitch, and I talk while I ride, welcoming all questions from the chat. Anything cycling, fitness, bike related is all good. Keeping it positive and hopefully giving you reason and extra motivation to jump on that bike, whether it's the first time, renewing your love with cycles, just enjoying a chance to enjoy the outdoors or the virtual world of indoor cycling. Yeah, this is how we do. One working day usually finishes around about 4 o'clock, so I'd like to jump on live at 5. Mondays and Thursdays on YouTube. Saturday in the afternoons around about 2 p.m. GMT, because I'm over here in the UK. And if you don't find me here, you'll find me on Twitch. Reach out to me on Blue Skies. Just search for Black Cyclist. And if there's anything you want to watch about cycling, whether that's some product reviews, tips for turbo trainers, online setup, putting on pedals. But if you subscribe, you'll get easy access to all my videos, exclusively available to anyone. And you'll also get notifications as when I'm live or I drop new videos. Thank you for watching. I'm not done yet. If you like what you're listening to and the content, giving it a like, a thumbs up, absolutely puts a smile on my face and makes me feel that all this sweating and talking is paying off. If you don't like my content while you're watching, if you do, tell me about it. Right now, let's get the power up. I'm going for draft again. Oh, feather. I'm crap with the guessing the power ups today. But that's what I do. From me to you, on the wheels numbered 1 and 2. See me on the bike. Do you believe the hype? I'll stop the rhyming now. Concentrate on pedaling. Heart rate 155. Average watts 138. Current watts per kilogram 1.8. This is nice. 8 kilometers left, guys. 25 kilometers down. As always, you're giving me so much energy. Doesn't even feel like I'm cycling. I know that should mean I should pedal harder, but I am 100% in the zone today. Energy was a bit low when I first started, or when I finished work at 4. Oh, jump on the bike, I'm just refreshed. Might take a bit of a pull. Do my fair share.
To go off like a weapon, fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts obsession, I will not stop, no I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex, haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed.
I'm gonna ease up, I've done my ball for this round.
Tear it up like I'm Jason, I see the world like it's ready for the taking.
So I can lightly ease up the para, drop back into the group. Someone else will take the lead. We are working well as a team here. This is teamwork. And you don't even need to communicate it verbally. You just know that this is what you do.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
Coming up to 6 kilometers, 27 kilometers down, 50-minute mark up ahead. Oh, and a perfect tune for me to comment, do some commentary too. Hey kids, do you like biking? Wanna see me 6 size downs in each one of my bipeds? Wanna come me, track speed like I did? Try Zwift, get dropped like my PR is? With rage, head rate, trying to get my bike straight. Can't figure out which move to dominate, but that straight said, nothing, it's all in your head. In your bike, in your basement. Oh, kinda missed it a bit. Him and these people of Kenny Ken. Just look at him, I'm sick of him. Walking around, riding his you know what to the Zwift, know who, yeah, but he's so got to come, yeah. Going crazy with the watts. My name is Too Damn Hot. Ooh. Let me push to the top. Okay, so there's a power up coming up. Yes, the power up. I'm gonna go, I've not had an XP, so I'm gonna go for XP. Probably be aero. XP! Aero. XP! Aero. XP. Aero. Oh, I knew it. Did you guess aero? Or did you guess XP like me? 5 kilometers. Now bring the speed. So this is the Libby Hill After party. A chance to do laps relatively flat, gaining about 20 meters of elevation each lap. Finishing off with a little climb at the end of around about 50 meters, I think. So whether you push or continue to take it steady on the last bit is kind of up to you. I'm not quite sure how I'll feel yet. Continue at this pace because I'm lovely and beautifully settled in. Or do I push it a little bit harder? I might take one last pull with this group. Use my aero to do it. Yeah, here we go. Like I'm pushing a little bit too fast. Here we go. 4 kilometers. This dude's getting a bit of a super tuck in. Last 4K, so if this was a race, this is where you'll all be jostling for position, trying to work out what each other rider's strategy is. Are they going to go for it? When do they sprint? Do you go all out nice and early? Do you wait for the break? So what you can do when you're trying to anticipate, look at the menu behind me, and where you see people's power numbers there. As soon as it turns orange, it means they're putting out a lot of power. So that's your extra signal, knowing you need to go for it at that point. We're not racing today, it's just a nice friendly ride with these guys. But the climb is coming. Three kilometers, 30 down. When we finish this, it's not all over. We will spin the legs out for another 10 minutes. Make our recovery that so much better. Chance to release some of that lactate that's built up on the muscles. You won't feel as sore the next day. And also, if you get a chance to ride the following day, then just do like a zone 1, zone 2 ride. High cadence. Get the legs nicely refreshed. So here we are on our final approach. Just under 3 kilometers. I've got a feeling I might push it for the final bit. I'll see what this group do. So the gradient's changing now slightly. Four 4%, 5%. Up a gear a bit. Keep up with these riders. 2K. Thank you for watching today. Hit the subscribe if you like this content. Like the video if you enjoyed the commentary. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, feel free to share them with your friends and family. They will love you for it. Today's ride, again, I'd say perfect if you want to select it for a group ride, noodle around with friends. Perfect for a race, especially if you want a fast race. You'll be working hard all the way through it. But also decent for like a mid-week ride where you're not necessarily looking to go flat out, but there's enough flat elements for you to be able to get a decent amount of cadence, tempo, so you can really get to a threshold type of workout. And this gradual climb at the end, you're definitely well warmed up for it. Although it looks like there might be about 50 meters of elevation right at the very end, if I've got the elevation memorized right on this one. Final kilometre, great route, I love this route. Might add it to my list of favourites. Looks like I was right about the hour it's going to take to complete this. Coming up very close to 60 minutes. 600 calories currently burnt at this stage. Yep, there's a climb at the end. Oh. Nearly a kilometre as well. Okay, so we've got to work a bit here. I can rest at the end, yeah? Come on, heart rate. 181. Hurting. Energy. Heart rate seems to be failing. It's not going down, people, it's going up. Not the time to fail, heart rate. Oh, I gave it me all. mate, is it 152? It's higher than that. Oh, yes, get the power up. Better. Oh, yeah. I'm Ken Dizzle, the Black Cyclist. This is Zwift Cycling in 2025. I'm sweating as much as a leaking tap. In fact, as much as a bath tap. Talking of which, there's a bath waiting for me. If you want to watch more live cycling through 2025, I'll be back on Thursday live at 5, riding the final ride of Stage 5, called Zwift 2025. Get fit with me. I've got a route badge as well. Oh, it's winning, winning, winning. Oh. Thank you for watching. If you want to know more about Zwift and the setup, check out some of my other videos, or videos of other people. Just search Zwift Cycling, the cycling game. You'll find hundreds, thousands of videos. I'm Ken Dizzle. Let's go away.